Welcome back to Food and Whatever. This is your host, Cristina Villafañe. This is season 2. We've made it through season 1, and as you can see, that the show actually looks different. It's because we actually got a real camera. Before we were filming with my boyfriend's cell phone right here. I don't have a smartphone, so I'm going to try to work it. Yeah, but I was using one of the apps that he has for cameras, and that's why we were filming the first one. That's why it didn't look as good quality, but thank God that he provided a camera, and this is season 2, so now everything's going to be a lot more clear, a lot more better looking. The food's going to look great, and the sound's going to be great. I'm going to be making chili knots. I know many of you knows about garlic knots. They sell those a lot in pizzerias, but I'm not going to make them with garlic. I'm going to change it up and make chili knots. So you're going to need literally just 3 ingredients. This is a very simple dish. You need butter that you're going to need to melt to brush the dough. You need a roll of your crescent roll. If you want, you can use Pillsbury or your brand, a cheaper brand. This one is a brand that I got from Walmart. It was less than $2. And chili powder. That's what's going to be giving me the flavor. Always follow the instructions with your dough. Some doughs, I think Pillsbury calls for the oven to be at 400. The one that I have asks for the oven to be at 375. So I kept the paper here. The reason why you see this already done is I cannot stand pulling this apart. So my boyfriend always has to pull apart these little tubes. I cannot stand it. Don't ask me why. It's not scary. I just don't like it at all. But I want to go ahead, and you're going to unroll this dough, being careful that you don't rip it. And if you know how to make crescent, the dough to make crescents or croissants or any of those layered buttered doughs, it takes a very long time. I really don't have the time, but if you yourself can do it, more power to you. The flavors is going to be even more amazing. So let's go ahead and finish unrolling this real quick. And the reason I'm doing the knots is my little sister wanted easy to prepare Super Bowl parties, kind of like finger foods, and I myself love garlic knots when I go to the pizzerias. But I really didn't want to do the garlic, so I went ahead and decided to do one with chili powder on it. This will actually be great as a side item for a bowl of chili, some soup, or if you're having more like a southwestern dinner or a snack. Okay, so now that I rolled all of the dough out, I have 8 pieces come. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle the chili powder inside the dough itself. I don't want to just sprinkle the dough outside. I want all the flavor to be all over the dough as it bakes. And one of the things that I like about the chili powder that I have that I'm using is the simple fact that that one actually has cinnamon in it. When it comes to chili powders and making chili, I absolutely love adding cinnamon to it, and this chili powder has it included. So it has this amazing smell to it. And if you don't like chili powder, put what your heart desires. You can make it with cinnamon, you can make it as sweet. Alright, so now that we have all the dough, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to roll it. The end that's very thin, you want to pull it in. You're going to roll it like if you were doing dough or Play-Doh. You're going to pull it out just very gently. Pull very gently, and then you're going to make a little hole. You're going to bring one end through the hole, and you're going to pull very gently, making sure that you're not going to rip the dough and make the little knot. Now that my doughs are done, I'm gonna go ahead and place them on the cookie sheet or the tray sheet, and make sure you place them with enough space. They're not gonna get too big, so you don't have to worry. I have 3 and 3 top, bottom, and 2 in the middle, making them 8. I'm gonna go ahead and I have to melt my butter. And you don't need too much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a tablespoon and 1/4 of butter. And that's gonna be more than enough. I'm gonna go ahead and melt it in the mic. And you don't need to really cook it that long. I put 30 seconds, but I'm actually gonna watch it for about 15 seconds. So your microwave won't become a mess. So I got my brush, and you wanna go ahead and, I like to brush it all around. I just don't like to brush just the top. I like to brush the whole thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle it again with more chili powder. Make sure that you do follow the instructions on your package. Because this has dough that's kind of knotted inside, you might have to add a minute or 2, but that's also depending on your oven. This one that I have right now is at 375, 11 to 13 minutes. So let's go ahead, and we are going to be brushing or dabbing the butter all around. And yes, your fingers will get a little bit messy, but that's alright. A little bit of butter on your fingers never hurts. Just make sure that you do not lick your fingers while you're working. Okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of chili powder on top. The butter is actually gonna help with the chili powder to stick a little bit better to it. So let's go ahead and add it and put this into the oven. Have it on the lower rack. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake it for 11 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and check it. One thing you can add to this, and I am gonna add it at the end, I just didn't have it out because it's cheese. I don't want it sitting out too long. I'm gonna add cheese to this. You can add whatever your cheese is your favorite. I'm gonna have Fiesta blend that I'm gonna sprinkle on, and you'll see it at the end. So the timer went off, and let's go ahead and get them out. And they look really nice. They smell terrific. You can really smell that chili powder on that. Alright, so I'm not going to turn off the oven yet, because I'm actually going to add the Fiesta blend on. You want to do it while they're still hot. I'm just going to pop them up, pop them back in the oven just a little bit longer. So I'm just going to place some cheese on top. Oh my god, these look amazing. I wish I had smell-o-vision for you guys, because the smell is like all over the house now. And this will actually, if you had queso dip, absolutely that Mexican white queso dip, I bet that it would be even better than this. Let's go ahead and just pop them in. About 30 seconds to 45 seconds. All you want to do is just have that cheese melted. Then you can actually turn off the oven then. That way your oven is completely off while that is melting. Thank you guys for season 1. It was a very amazing time doing the season 1, and I hope that season 2 is just as great or even better. And thank you for everybody. I can't stop thanking everybody for watching the show, especially all those different countries all around the world. So let's go ahead and take them out. Place them on the counter. Get it off the aluminum foil. And as you can see, the color on it, it looks amazing. And the cheese, the brown, everything. You can actually see all that chili powder, the flakiness, the nice golden color on it. Seriously, this smells amazing. So let's go ahead and taste it. This is so flaky. This is really, really good. As you can see, you got the different layers of it. The cheese on it is kind of stringy too. See how it comes out? If you're a mom or a dad, you have a dish that you want to do with your kids, this is actually a very, very perfect dish with them. It's very, very easy. You can add whatever you want with them, and you can both have fun. You can make it for breakfast, dinner, as a side item for chili, soup, or as your heart desired. But as always, I want to say thank you for watching. Come and join me on foodandwhatever.com. You can actually leave your comments. You can actually watch all the rest of the shows, especially those who are new. And as always, as I say, thank you and enjoy.